Working 9 to 5, I was at, I'm not going to say the company, but I was at a car garage for 5 years, 6 years? 5 years, I think. Something like that anyway. But yeah, I had to leave, man. I couldn't do the 9 to 5 graft anymore. I couldn't be part of that system. I couldn't be part of a corporation anymore. I had to do what I had to do. I had to do it my way. And I'm happy that I've done that. Because I don't think I would ever have got to, well, it weren't my business. I wanted my own business, so I'd never have got to where I wanted to be. But with that said, even developing within the business was becoming a bit difficult, you know? I think they call it their face not fitting. This is what it kind of started to feel like at one point. So yeah, that's when I decided to make the jump. Something I probably should have done a long time ago, if I'm honest. People thought I was crazy though. A lot of people thought I was crazy. They thought that they thought I was crazy because the job I was doing, or the position I was in, was like seen as a major thing, like within the company, within the business, and I was walking away from it. Like I was leaving a lot of money on the table because of the prospects. Like I probably should have got promoted. I probably would have got promoted by now. I'm talking a big salary, perks, etc. But I just knew it weren't for me. It didn't happen. God didn't make it happen for me, so I kept it pushing. And like literally, people were fighting over my position. My replacement was pretty much jumping in my seat before I left. In fact, I think he jumped in my seat before my last day. And yeah, he got promoted. Depending on performance, you can make a hell of a lot of money, but I'm on a bigger mission, man. So yeah, no looking back, no regrets. Definitely not 9 to 5 material. Loads of things inspire me. Like, I'm a massive music fan, so a lot of my inspiration comes from like music moguls, especially like the UK music scene. Like, I've come from grime era Eskimo dance. I was at Eskimo dance, the first one. Literally seen a lot of these now millionaire superstars. They're all around my age, like the original generation of this grime wave, or this now UK urban scene is they're around my age, from London. So I grew up seeing these kids, like grown men now, come from nothing, and it's inspiring. Do you know what I mean? I used to DJ on a pirate radio station and be around a lot of them, so I draw a lot of influence from that. But mainly, I'd say my parents. Like my parents are grafters, like proper Jamaican immigrant, come to the UK to make a new life for themselves. Like my dad comes from nothing, passed away in 2008, took him to Jamaica to bury him, and that was the first time I saw exactly where he come from, and it was like an eye-opener to see that he come from literally nothing. He used to tell me when I was a kid that he used to come in with like his one suitcase, and we're talking that whole no blacks, no dogs, no Irish posted up outside people's houses when he's trying to rent somewhere, and then he managed to leave behind a 3-bedroom house in Harrow, which at one point didn't even like having black people in Harrow, and we're talking like in my lifetime. So for him to do something as amazing as that in my eyes, to come from literally poverty to living in what was somewhat of a middle class area at the time, is amazing. So I've got no excuse but to do something just as amazing. Trying to, well, not even trying to follow, but trying to better it so that my son can better what I do, and so on and so forth. So that's one of my main drivers. Watching them work 2 jobs, him and my mum work 2 jobs each, just to maintain. Like chicken wings and roast potatoes was a delicacy in my house. I used to think it was amazing food. As I'm older, I now see that they were just obviously on a budget and couldn't afford some of the nicer things in life. You know, Sega was a naughty word in my house growing up. but now I understand why, and they just did it so I could be in the position I am now to like try and chase my dreams. You get me? So yeah, massive inspiration from that, to be honest with you. I'd say, yeah, my dad definitely was the biggest inspiration in my life. As I've got older, when I was younger, you know, you think it's just a miserable older man, but now I'm a father myself and I understand the importance of being a role model to like my son and my godchildren, and that. He's definitely someone I look up to, or I look back on and think, yeah, you did a lot. I don't even know. I really don't know, because I hate being called entrepreneur. People love that word entrepreneur. It's like it's a fashion statement now. So I don't actually know the mindset. I don't think it's ever been a fashion thing for me. It's just something I was always interested in. If you look at my YouTube channels I watch on my, like, it's usually to do with some sort of business related stuff. At the moment, or recently, it's become fashionable to do like inspirational quotes and inspire people to do better and do bigger things. Like, I've been doing that for years. At uni, I spent more time trying to find ways of creating events and doing different things. People thought, again, I was weird. Why is he doing that? Some people appreciated it, but I just saw an opportunity, because at the end of the day, I went to a uni where they weren't catering for our demographic, so I just made some events with my boys. So yeah, it's always been there, I guess. So I don't know how to develop the mindset. I'm not saying you can't, but I just think I've kind of had it in me. It's more about confidence as opposed to a mindset thing for me. It's lonely, man. Like, and you got a lot of sacrifices. Like I said, I was in a job paying good money. You know what I mean? Like I said, I went to uni and I didn't really focus as much as I should have. But money-wise, I was probably making more money than anyone that was on my course when I did it. So when it comes to switching up and leaving a very good position with perks, it was difficult. And obviously you got to do it all by yourself. You can't be there looking for a team. Like, I had a team of, I think, 10 sales guys when I was in the showroom to help me achieve my target. But now it's just me, one really. My business partner, he runs his own business, like a family business he's got going. There's like other couple things, so the day-to-day is all down to me. So that was the hardest part, being on your ones, having to make sure that you took responsibility. Every victory is your victory, but every loss is your loss, and you can't really look to someone and say, yo, it's your fault. So that part of the mindset, building it from scratch, because you're asking people to buy a car off you. It's a big ticket item. If I was selling t-shirts, what we've done in the last 2 years, if I was selling t-shirts, I would probably be a massive brand in certain circles. Because I'm asking people to buy a car off me, or help, or get me to finance a car that they could probably do themselves, it's a bit of a different ball game. It's all about trust. So having to build that trust is a massive part. But that's what we're about, man. Trying to make people buy cars and do things the right way. So it'll be worth it in the end.